Well, joining me now is Garrison, who heads up the Skills Center programs for Oklahoma's prisons. Well, why are these programs so important, Dom?
Well, Rob, these programs serve those younger offenders traditionally who have not yet been incarcerated in our state. It's a means of our diverting them away from a life of crime and ultimate incarceration in our state at a cost of about $19,000 a year to the state.
So by targeting these young offenders, we're saving our state money, hopefully, from an economic standpoint.
Absolutely. We're saving money for the state on the Department of Corrections side of the house, but equally as important as that is, being able to move these young people into a life of productivity, working, filling those jobs that are critical in our state is really a byproduct of that particular initiative.
And I know you have some figures on why it's so important to target people that are, in the very starting stages of their life.
Absolutely. Recidivism rates in the state of Oklahoma are extremely high for these young offenders. An offender that is 18, 19 years old who is incarcerated traditionally is going to come back to prison 2 or 3 times prior to finally getting it and deciding that a life of crime and ultimate incarceration is not for them. So by reducing that recidivism rate, by targeting these individuals, giving them life skills, employability skills, occupational skills, academic knowledge, we can hopefully keep these young people from ever going to prison.
Certainly, and that is an important point, because not only are you helping people with skills training where they may have found themselves in prison for whatever reason, you're trying to intervene with some people before they ever get there.
Yes, intervening with those young people certainly saves some money for the state of Oklahoma. But I'm going to tell you, as a father and as an educator, it's equally important to our state that these individuals never become a member of our incarcerated population in the state of Oklahoma.
And let's talk about that relationship about education. How important is education to whether people find themselves maybe being incarcerated?
Well, in the state of Oklahoma, it's shown that 62% of the individuals who are less than 25 years old who are incarcerated don't have a high school diploma or a GED.
So if they don't have that degree, what are you trying to do to keep these typically high school dropouts from heading down that path that may someday put them into prison?
Well, through the training programs that we're offering as part of our Young Offender Project, we also incorporate academic training in with that, as well as life skills development. These individuals each have an opportunity to complete their high school credential while they're enrolled in our Young Offender Project.
Now, I know this program did get a shot in the arm, so to speak, from our state legislature this last session.
Oh, Rob, I'll tell you, the federal government served us for 3 years through a grant program, allowed us to get this started, but the long-term sustainability is up to the state. Our legislature, we had 3 real big proponents for this project in the state legislature toward the end of the session. Senator Kenneth Corn, Representative Rex Duncan, and Representative Tad Jones really pushed hard to get the funding that would allow us to continue this project for the next year.
Now, Dom, I know you've been doing this for several years now, and you really see this as an investment in our state's future.
Yes, Rob. The young people that we're serving today are undereducated, they're untrained, they really are not ready to enter the career phase of their life. These programs like this we're utilizing them as a diversion away from prison and into a life of productivity, filling jobs that are really vital to our economic success here in the state of Oklahoma.
Well, it certainly sounds like a win-win, and in many ways a very inspiring story. Thank you for sharing it.
Thank you.
Now, if you'd like to see more on how these programs are helping Oklahoma, just head to our website at okhorizon.com. We have an additional feature under this week's Value Added.